All right, welcome friends. So today I'm just going to go through the Vim Basic. We're going to go to Vimtutor and pretty much just do the summary because, yeah, if you want to do Vimtutor by yourself, you could take your time. But here I'm just going to go through some of the things that you need to learn if you want to learn Vim. So Vim has tutor. I also have the keys here so you can see what I'm typing while we're doing this. So, okay, so here's Vimtutor. It guides you through some of the lessons. Um, so what I'm going to do is save this uh, to my, let's see, Vimtutor. Okay, and then let's quit out of here. Uh, and there's my Vimtutor. So I'm just going to open this in regular Vim so that I can uh, fold it and then just go through the summary. So, give me a second because I just want to go through the summary. So I'm going to try to fold it. So what you could do is search for this. Um, and that's where we're going to fold it. So, and let's record this. So, uh, oops. So another thing you should do is set the fold method to manual. Right now, my vimrc, I have it set to syntax. So let's override that. And let's see. Um, oops, let's record it somewhere else. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can fold this and record it. So record that. Okay, there you go. And then we want to jump down here and then end our recording. And yeah, this is more advanced. I'm not gonna show you the folding. Perhaps the next one would be a medium type tutorial, but for right now, let's go through the Vimtutor. So all this stuff you don't need to know. Okay, so I just folded all these, and okay, right now let's go through the lesson. So lesson 1, we'll just read through, and then we'll look at the summary. Basically, lesson 1.1 talks about moving the cursor. 1.2 is exiting Vim. And then 3 is text editing, deletion, insertion, appending. 6 is editing a file. So let's just look at the summary here. Go through this. So cursor movement, J to go down, K is to go up. You can see my cursor there. And L to the right, H to the left. Okay. And then here it says if you want to open a file name, exiting Vim, press escape. So you do escape, then right quit like that to quit. Then Q exclamation, that's to quit without changing anything. So delete a character, you can press X, that deletes the character. U is to undo, so let's just undo all that. Where are we? Okay, sorry about that. Okay. So lesson 2, let's see what that tells us. So to delete a cursor up to the next word, DW. So let's do that here. DW, DW. To delete the cursor to the end of the line is D, and then $sign to the end of the line. To delete the whole line, DD. To repeat motion, just 2W. So if you want to delete, say, motion in this prepend, so if you do delete 2W, I'll do that. 2 words. So here's the format operator. Is what do you want to do? Delete, and then you have the number and then the motion. Started line 0. So end of line is the $sign. Undo. Okay, here's the undo is U. Undo all changes, capital U. So let's do undo all the changes. So there you go. Undo all the changes. Okay. So then let's go to number 3. Okay, so the part 3 is the copy and paste. So pretty much when you delete a line, that's in your buffer. So you could just paste that with a P. So anytime you delete that one, it's actually in your buffer, and then you can just paste that. And I'm not sure what you call that buffer. Maybe the delete buffer. Okay, so and some more. R is to replace. So say you want to replace this T to say boo, then you just press R and then capital B and you replace that. So another neat trick is sometimes you misspell, you fat finger something. So something like this happens. And so the trick that most people do is use XP. So X is to cut the H, now it's in your buffer, and B is to paste. And so now you corrected that. So it's not in this lesson, but that's good to know. Also, sometimes you want to toggle the capitalization. So that's just this with this tilde that toggles that. So if you let me see, you can select 2 words. No, tilde 2 words. No, because that's just that. So if we select that one, then we can just invert those characters. But that's not in the lesson. So paste. Okay. So I think the first 3 lessons would just be fine if you're starting out. You don't know how to use Vim. That'd be a good place to stop, and then as you get more comfortable, you could go through and go. Well, you could finish this, but you could go through the rest of the lessons. Sometimes it's hard to remember all this stuff, but just know that Vim has that capability. So here, this one just tells you how to move in a file, shows you how to substitute using a sed method. So so that's with the global. So this is substituting global. So say you want to substitute the substitute to say turtle. All you have to do is when you're in normal mode, hit your colon, %s, substitute, and then put the word that you want to substitute it by, and then give it the global. It's going to change that. You give it the C to confirm while you substitute it, but let's just do a global change. Okay, so you can see here all the changes were made. Okay, and U to undo again. Okay. And searching, if you're in normal mode, you type the / and then you can search for any word like find. And a good thing to do is when you're in command mode too, you could give commands. So set highlight search will highlight the words even though you're not there yet. You see the cursor? I'm right there and it shows me the find on the other one. Okay. And actually we're not in lesson 7 yet. Still in lesson 4. Okay. And like I said, 1, 2, 3, I think that's enough for you to, if you're starting to try to memorize, if not write. And you can just go through the summary and write those summary down. And always, you could always go back to Vimtutor. Okay. And let's see. So here you could read some of this, how to execute an external command, more writing files, selecting. So this, I think, falls a little bit in the advanced side when you're gonna be using this. But so R here is a short for read. So if you want to read, say you want to read the listing of directory. So you want to say read, give it the exclamation point and ls, so that will read into the buffer. So these are the files that are in the directory. And so a little bit of hint here, if you type shell, it'll actually take you to the shell and you could do the same ls there. And to go back into Vim, see, doesn't show. This shell is actually a Vim shell. So if you just do exit, it's going to return you back to where you were at Vim. Because you're technically, when you do shell, you're still in Vim. Okay, so just exit, you go back to Vim. Let's undo that. Of course, use to undo. Okay. W writes file. Write file name, write current file name. This 3 here is also good here if you want to take a snippet or something. So visual mode is you just press, in normal mode, press V, and you can see it's highlighted here. Okay, once you highlight it, you could just say write and give it a file name. What do we call it? We'll just call this lesson 5 summary. TXT if you want to give it. And so now it's saved to lesson 5. And so we could check that. You could do a vertical split. And this is more advanced, so you don't have to know this, but I'm just showing here lesson 5 summary. Okay, so here's lesson 5. Okay, you can see that whatever we selected is here. Let's get out of that. Okay. Okay, and let's go lesson 3. Okay, this one really doesn't show much. It gives you some more movement. So if you want to start typing above and below the line, that's O. If you want to start typing after the cursor, press A and the line capital A. So I like to remember this as append. And E, basically E is for end. Y is yank or cut. So it copies the the text. So if you yank a word and then you press P, that selects that there. If you do YY and then P, that just selects the whole line. Okay, set. And so here's the, actually we've seen this already, this highlight search. So you just do set. And then if you don't want it, just put no. So right now we have line number. So if I say set no number, there you go. The line number goes away. And then if you want to set the number, and some of this, you always want on, so then you could just have it in your VimRC. But I think that's a little bit advanced. So I'm just trying to go through the basic. Okay, help gives you, so there's a command that you want to look at. You could just do help and find the command. And this is jumping windows. This is when you do splits. So you could do vertical splits, horizontal split. And this is an important one. So Control D shows you all the possible completions. Or you can do tab. So if you're normal mode, do colon S and then tab. Shows you all possible completion there. So, and Control D, say there's a command, you can't remember it, you just list it all. So do a colon and then from there, Control D. So shows you all these commands there that you can look what it means. Vim has its own sort of language that is built into there. And so you basically can do a plugin or modify something if you know this language. So it's pretty much called Vim script. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. You want to cover. So yeah, Vim is a pretty cool editor. There's a newer fork of Vim, which is NeoVim, which is Lua instead of Vim script. But Vim is still pretty standard. If you're in a server, sometimes they have VI. So, yep. Let's see, let's quit out of here. Let's look at the Vim help. Let's see. Okay. VIX, binary. Oh yeah, binary mode. Modification right. Terminal. So maybe in the advanced feature we could talk about tabs, splits, and other things like that, but do that for the next video. Let's look at the actual help. Okay, that is the help. Okay. Manual Vim. Always good to look at. Okay, so the plus, if you know the line number, you can just do the plus. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you like the contents I'm making, just subscribe. I'm going to try to make a video every week. Okay, thanks guys. Later.